this camo is hard as fuck. Okay, talk about the knife. This is that British desert field knife. This is what it looks like when it's all pinned up, pressed together. Head's all sanded up, all fresh. Got my Patriot mosaic pins up in there. Now we're gonna do a little shaping on this, get the handle shape. The hard part begins, like trying to get that flat layer of that camo exposed on there so it looks all proper. I got another one here, which is the German raindrop camo, which is pretty cool. Looks like this, cut out of some old trousers, raindrop camo. We're gonna shape that one. I also got it's like a woodland scorpion camo print that the military used at one point. I already started shaping this one. Got a little texture into it, sort of looks like a little pre-texture. But we're gonna do a little shaping on this one, see how it turns out. All right, so I'm just matching up the scale to the knife, profiling the handle down to it. Using my nice Travis Wirtz TW90. It's my favorite machine to use when I'm shaping handles. Got a 60 grit belt on here. About 35,000 RPMs. You know, a lot of guys have asked me, like, why do I use the side of the belt under here? And it's just all about speed. I can come and use the front of this wheel, and then I can come underneath and use the slack of this belt. You just kind of have to adjust your tension against the knife because this thing's at an angle. So when I'm pressing on this spine, I'm pressing a little harder on one side, and that's how you keep your spine flat. All you knife makers that use the front of that wheel to come through on your spine, you get that chatter and all those scratches. But if you come through underneath right here on this flat and slack it, you can get that all nice and flushed up. And it's just all about speed. Everybody has their own technique. This is the way that I just like to use it. A lot of guys will put the slack in the front and remove that flat platen. This is just the way I like to do it, just quicker. I can work on like 10 different knives and use the front and back of this wheel and get a lot more done. All right, spine's all cleaned up. Now I'll put that flat platen back on there. Put a brand new 60 grit belt on there. This is a Travis Wirtz TW90. We got like 12 of these grinders in our shop. It's my favorite one to use for handle shaping, grinding. Knock down these pins now, flush those up on the grinder. You see those layers of those camos peeling off. That micarta is so dense and there's so much resin pressed in there that it just clogs these belt ups like crazy. I'm gonna put a freshie on. It's gonna be a hard one to do, man. This camo is thin. And then once I get it down to the thickness that I want, then I'll start laying my texture into it and start getting through the layers of the camo so I can lay one piece flat. I'm almost there. About the width that I like. I need a rag. All right, so this is all roughed out. I just laid some shape into this and some texture into this, and now I'm gonna start doing a bunch of sanding, but you can kind of start to see that camo pattern coming out. Other side might look a little bit better. You can kind of see it coming out, but I got a lot of sanding to do and making sure I'm getting through all the layers properly. That's just 120 grit right there. To be continued.